There is a DUI checkpoint ahead here, just east of Western on Sepulveda. As usual, they notify you once it's too late to turn out. Can't exercise your constitutional rights to be free of unreasonable searches.
Make a right turn to the derecha. Right turn.
Guns out. Guns out. He pulled his gun out. Take it easy there, officer. All we're doing is a traffic stop. So no need to be pointing your gun at anybody. Straight or to the right? Which one? Straight. Thank you, sir. How are you guys tonight? What department is running this?
LAPD.
Thank you, sir. This gentleman in the pickup truck most likely made a U-turn to avoid the DUI checkpoint, and in a police state, that's not allowed. Although the law requires you to be notified and be allowed to avoid the checkpoint, they arrange them so you have no idea there's a checkpoint ahead, and by the time you are notified, your option is either to go through it or make an illegal turn. I don't see any indication that the sidewalk is closed. So, right, if I go over there on the other side, I will be able to see what they're doing there, what kind of questions they're asking the motorists, right? What do you think? Good idea?
When you touch the screen, will it focus?
Yes. See, they're blocking my view. I can't see anything except for their ass. I'm just, from the other side, I think I get a better shot. I'm approaching from the west to try to enter this DUI checkpoint on foot. I'm going to leave my bicycle with my camera running on it. As you can see, there's no indication that the sidewalk is closed. None whatsoever. And I'm gonna walk over to the payphone and call the Katman. There is, however, some people sitting on chairs in the middle of the sidewalk that are kind of preventing my ability to get through. So, I just got off my bicycle, I'm approaching on foot. This gentleman is waving the vehicles in. Once this lane fills up with cars, then they stop and they inspect each occupant of each vehicle. They're teaching them how to blow. How would police officers know how to blow? Not from using a breathalyzer, that's for sure. How you doing? Okay, this man's gonna most likely be going to jail. They don't ask you to blow into this thing and take all these tests for no reason. Now, looking at the guy, he looks like he could be a little nervous. He looks like he could be a little bit depressed because he's probably going to jail. But I don't see any signs of intoxication. Let me introduce you to my little friend, Sergeant McDonald, punk ass bitch from the LAPD. Oh, I'm sorry, scared me.
Can I help you?
Yes, sir. You can identify yourself for starters. Why don't you come around?
Go across the street where you belong.
What do you mean where I belong?
Listen.
Whoa, whoa,
Listen,
sir,
listen.
please don't abridge my freedom of the press. Please take your hand off my camera.
The same thing. Go across the street.
Sir?
You can take all the footage you want.
Okay, even if that's the case, I would appreciate it if you remove your hand. If you're ordering me, then I will go, but please take your hand off my camera.
Okay.
Please back off. Please back off, sir.
Go across the street. That's an order.
Can I ask your name, sir, before I go?
Go across the street now.
Okay, sir, what is your name?
You're not leaving, are you?
Can I speak to the supervisor?
I am a supervisor.
What is your name, sir?
Sergeant McDonald. Now
Okay,
go
Sergeant
across
McDonald.
the street
Listen,
right now.
I'm gonna go right. I have to go back
Turn
to
your bicycle around. Turn your bicycle around.
Okay, I will.
Do it now.
I'm doing it, sir. There's no indication that this sidewalk is closed.
Do it. The cone's on the sidewalk.
I would very much appreciate it if you not approach me in an aggressive manner like that.
Please leave.
Please, I'm going. Look, I'm walking. In the future, please, look, sir, I'm walking. Please back off. You're being very aggressive. I'm walking like you told me to.
Good. I'm walking right next to you.
Yeah, but you're walking behind me. You're making me very uncomfortable. I don't think this is funny at all, sir. It's not funny. Sergeant McDonald, I don't think this is funny.
I don't either. I gave you a direct order. You're
And
not complying.
I'm following it, but I
Keep
can't.
walking.
How am I supposed to walk
Keep
when you stand
walking.
behind me?
Keep walking.
You're very disrespectful and rude.
Keep walking, sir.
You're very disrespectful, rude, and intimidating. You're very rude. Do you have a supervisor here? Is there a lieutenant available, please?
Go on the other side of the cone.
Can you please find a lieutenant? I want to speak to a lieutenant.
Go to the other side of the cones or the other side of the street.
I will. Can you please get a lieutenant for me to speak
After
to?
you're back over across the cones, I'll find one for you.
So,
Right now, I'm dealing with you.
okay, if you look at the sidewalk here, sir, there's no indication that to any pedestrian or somebody in a wheelchair that this sidewalk is closed. How was I supposed to know that? Because when you just come up and put your hand over my camera and get in my face, is that how I'm supposed to know the sidewalk is closed? That's very unprofessional. If you guys are conducting a lawful operation and the sidewalk is closed, how hard is it to get that sign? And as you can see, I'm walking right now. I suggest you go get your sign. I'm past the porta potty. You said go past the porta potty.
Keep
And now
going toward
look, I can't even
sign.
see. I can't see the checkpoint from here.
You can go across the street and film from there.
I can, but with no indication that the sidewalk
You
is
can go
closed.
across the street. You have a better view over there.
I don't because
Just like your friends across the street with a camera.
From the opposite side of the street, all I can see is the back of your head. I can see the back. I could see the officers spinning over, so all I get is their butts and the back of their head. From this side of the street, I have the light, so I can see what's going on. And I felt I took a very reasonable position where I was back away and I was out of everybody's
the
way.
law says I have to mark off a spot for people that want to film, and it's across the street.
Okay, you
go.
You just said you have to mark off a spot. You haven't marked off a spot. Where's the spot you marked off?
See that sidewalk?
And so
Anywhere
where's
on that
you said it's
sidewalk
marked
for
off.
the next 300, 400 yards, you're more than welcome.
You just said you have to mark it off
Keep
by law.
walking.
But you just said you had to mark it off by law, right? Okay, so where is it marked off? It's not marked off. And I don't appreciate you getting in my face like this either.
You're welcome to leave anytime you want.
Am I welcome to stay?
No,
Why not?
because we're conducting official police business here.
And I'm conducting official business of the press. I'm
Okay,
documenting this
keep
checkpoint.
going, keep going.
You want me to stand a
Keep
mile away
going.
where I can't see anything?
You're able to go directly across the street with your friend.
Okay, are you going to come back with a sign and a lieutenant for me?
I'll get you a lieutenant.
Thank you, sir. Have him.
Keep going.
Have him. I'm going to go around and I'm going to cross the street. Can you have the lieutenant come across the street for me?
I'll ask him, and I'll tell him that you want to see.
And your name is Sergeant McDonald.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Sergeant McDonald. You have a good evening. I'll be
You
waiting
too.
for the lieutenant.
You too.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, Sergeant McDonald. They said by law they have to do it, and I said, well, where is it? And then he got pissed off because he didn't have an answer. In fact, there is no law. Just Sergeant McDonald is a dumbass. The LAPD just took a woman from her vehicle over here. They took and parked the vehicle around the corner. Obviously, they think it's their property now.